What a tough day for Liverpool. A 3-0 loss at home to Nottingham Forest is not something anyone saw coming, and the mood around Anfield is understandably grim. The return from the international break was supposed to be a fresh start, but instead, it turned into a nightmare. Let's break down what went wrong and what the captain, Virgil van Dijk, had to say after this shocking result. Forest took the lead just after the half-hour mark through Murillo. Liverpool, frankly, never recovered. Second-half goals from Nicolo Savona and Morgan Gibbs-White sealed the deal, leaving the home crowd stunned and many heading for the exits early. It was a performance that raised serious questions about the team's current form and mentality. After the match, a visibly disappointed Virgil van Dijk stepped up to face the media. When asked why things just aren't clicking for Liverpool right now, his answer was brutally honest. He said, "We concede too many easy goals." He felt the team started well for the first half hour, creating some decent chances. But then came the set-piece goal. Van Dijk mentioned you could question if the player was blocking Alisson, but the goal stood, and suddenly, they were chasing the game. His biggest criticism was reserved for the team's fight, or lack thereof. He said, "Overall we were just not good in terms of the battles, the challenges, the second ball fight. Too rushed." It paints a picture of a team that lost its composure and couldn't handle the physical side of the game. He summed it up by calling it a very, very difficult situation at the moment and a tough day. Is there a nervousness creeping into the team? Van Dijk admitted there is, but only after they concede. He explained that once they go behind, there's a sense of wanting to rush things to find an equalizer immediately. He described it as a human reaction when you're in a tough spot. But he was clear that the nervousness isn't there before a set piece, for example. The core message was that they are in a difficult moment and talking about it won't fix it. The work has to be done on the pitch, and by the looks of it, it's going to take a lot of hard work. So, how do they find a solution? Van Dijk didn't shy away from accountability. "It's definitely a problem. I take responsibility," he stated, but he was quick to emphasize that it's a collective issue. He said everyone, from the starters to the players on the bench, needs to step up and take responsibility because football is a team game. He's been saying it all season, and he acknowledged that it hasn't worked out so far, but the only option is to keep going, digest the loss, and work even harder. What was the atmosphere like in the dressing room after such a defeat? Unsurprisingly, everyone is disappointed, like they should be. Van Dijk didn't mince his words, calling a home loss to Nottingham Forest very bad. He was particularly critical of the second-half goals, which he said were far too easy. He urged every single player to look in the mirror and own their part in the defeat. Despite the bleakness of the situation, Van Dijk offered a glimmer of hope rooted in his experience at the club. He reminded everyone that he's been here a long time, through both the highs and the lows. He's confident they will bounce back, but he cautioned that it won't happen overnight. It requires hard work and unity. It's not a one-man show, it's all together, he said. He ended on a defiant note, making it clear that he's not a quitter and no one on the team should be. They will keep fighting until the end. Finally, he addressed the fans, some of whom left the stadium early. Van Dijk said he completely understands their frustration, but he also spoke about the special bond between the team and the supporters. He knows the fans have been through thick and thin with them over the years, calling it the Liverpool way. He expressed his belief that the fans will always stick with them, regardless of the results. And he promised that when the team does come out of this difficult period, the fans will be right there with them, celebrating together. It was a raw and honest assessment from the captain. No excuses, just a clear-eyed view of the problems and a promise to work relentlessly to fix them. The road ahead looks tough for Liverpool, but with that kind of leadership and resolve, you can't count them out just yet. We'll be watching closely to see how they respond in the coming weeks. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates.